What's going on, folks? That is a wrap. Game is over. This is a good game, too. Chicago got busy. Uh-oh. That is a wrap. Let me see. Game is over. I got some bleed. There we go. Sorry about that. Turn this one off. That's better. That is better. It's getting two sound signals. But what's up, man? I'm live now. I'm digging my interfaces. Looks like everything is working the way I would like them to. I'm going to keep working on it a little bit. I like the way this is looking. You know, let me see. There we go. Fade. Yeah, I like the way that's looking. You know what I mean? So, hold on. Scoreboard. Yeah. There we go. So we got both. You know what I'm saying? So it's working. And I'm going to keep messing with these interfaces so I can get live data. I'm working on that. Might need a little bit of programming knowledge. So that might be a little bit of learning curve for me. But I do dig the way this is looking. And you can get real-time data from the website. So I'm going to keep that moving. So, yeah, man. We on and popping. But good game tonight, man. Good game tonight. Chicago was on point. I thought the Liberty would win this game because the last few games, Ionescu was playing pretty damn well. And she played relatively well tonight, but Chicago just played better. Angel Reese had a solid game, and I saw that last play was like 30-something seconds left, maybe less. And she had a chance to get that rebound, and it went out of bounds. She tried. Well, no, she knocked it out of the girl's hands and she tried to get it, but she needed. She had 13 and 9, so she needed one rebound for a double, and she just missed it. And I think she knew that. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures for Chicago. So they were very efficient. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 out of 8 players. They only dressed 8. You got 6 out of 8 that were positive in the plus minus. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. New York had 3 of the women in double digits. Breanna Stewart had a good game. Vandersloot had a pretty decent game. And Ionescu had 19 points. Nobody particularly shot well from 3. Chicago shot 36%, and New York shot 36%. 8 for 22. Chicago was 7 for 19. So really wasn't great. The best 3-pointer for New York. Let me see. Benaja Laney Hamilton was 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. And then you had let me see, I can bring y'all into this. And then you had Onyenwere. I gotta work on these lanes. There's a lot of Nigerian names in here, man. She was 2 for 4. Mabry was 3 for 8, but she had a good game. 8 for 13 from the floor. Evans was 5 for 14. She was 5 for 12. Allen was 4 for 7. She had 8 points, so that was pretty decent. But very efficient, man. Very efficient for the most part for Chicago. I thought the Liberty was going to take this game, especially at home, but Chicago was like, not today. Not today. Seeing a lot of good things. Angel Reese, like I said, Angel Reese, her knowing her role. If y'all saw that video about Angel Reese knowing her role. I said that, and it's like she knows what she's supposed to do. She ain't trying to pull up. She ain't trying to shake nobody and break ankles. She's not popping up any 3 points because that's not her game. She's not even really popping up mid-range jumpers. She's just out rebounding and out hustling. So she had 9 rebounds. Did she lead the lead? Breanna Stewart had 10 rebounds. So okay, I thought she led the game for rebounds, but Breanna Stewart had one more. Breanna Stewart had a good game. She had 18. She had a double-double, 18, 10, and 5, and 4 steals. So Breanna Stewart ain't no joke, man. Her and Ionescu on the same team. Yeah, and they make it happen, man. But let me tell you something. The one thing I did see, and I'm relating this to the game, the Indiana game I saw the other day. And my biggest criticism of Indiana as a team, this is not going at Caitlin Clark at all. I'm talking about Indiana as a team, is that they don't get those points in the paint. They missed a lot of opportunities to get points in the paint. And today was a good example. And let me show you what I mean. Let me go to these stats. Now look at this. I'm going to get rid of Liberty. But let's look at all of the made points. Look at all of them shots in the paint. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. All of these points in the paint, right? And then look at this. You still got mid-range jumpers going off. Even if you want to look at the Liberty, look at all of those points in the paint. They get their points in the paint. Now let's see if we can switch up. Let's see how many they missed in the paint. A lot of shots. But they made a lot of shots too. So they were going at it, man. They were definitely going at it. And look at these. At least they took shots. Liberty only took 3 shots in the mid-range. Let's see what we got here. No, they took a little bit more than that. They got some here, a couple over there. Looks like 5, 6, 7, 8. They took 8 mid-range shots, and it looks like Chicago 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They took 12 mid-range shots, and I'm even anything inside of the 3-point line is considered a mid-range. Hey, Daisy, what's going on? How you doing? Chicago beating them. Cardoso will be back. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? For somebody Cardoso's size, she moves down the court pretty well. She's got that long gait, and she can get down the court pretty well. So that should be interesting to see her get some looks and get down the court and just really be a force on defense. Because let me be honest with you, Angel Reese is out hustling on those rebounds. I believe somebody said, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna try to find the WNBA stat sheet with Angel Reese on it. So give me a minute. I'm gonna find that. But I think she is tops in the league for rebounds. Nah, she's number 3. And the only reason she ain't number 1 is because Breanna Stewart got that 1 extra rebound. So that was for the night. My mistake. That was for tonight. That is not for league wide. I wonder if I can see league wide. Homes, teams, rebounds. That's teams. I want to see the players. And they don't they show everything? Scores, stats, season leaders. Okay, here we go. Points per game. Kalia Copper has been getting busy this season. Arike, Asia Wilson getting hers. Jackie Young. Las Vegas got some scores, man. Nafisa Collier at Minnesota. You know what? Minnesota's the one team I haven't seen much. I watched one game. I wanted to see Alyssa Peely play. They're not getting. It just seems like they're not getting a lot of pull. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Daisy says, I'm thinking Caitlin Clark will definitely have to take a lot of threes in order for them to be close to Chicago. Daisy, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yes, make a lot of threes, but I don't think she's got to get to the line, and she has to start taking some mid-range shots. She has to start coming inside the three-point line because she's working too hard for those shots, and her percentage is not very good right now. Is she even in the three-point picture? I can't see. Teams, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage. Let's see. Steals, turnover, fantasy, 3 points made. Yeah, she's not even stats. Season leader. See, they don't. Dang it, I hate this. I'm gonna have to go to back to ESPN. And I don't even think they have the whole league stats. That's what I'm looking for. Because I want to see who's leading the league with 3-point percentage. That's where it's gonna count. That's really where it's gonna count. So she's leading in 3-pointers made. Good. Okay. If she took a couple more mid-range shots, just something to get in there, and do it a little, a high percentage shot. Y'all see me bouncing around because I'm getting notifications from Twitter, all of this kind of stuff. And I'm gonna leave this alone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shut that down because it ain't gonna do nothing but distract me. But this right here, this is the bread and butter, man. This is the bread and butter. The whole game. Look at all of these missed shots, but look at all of the made shots. They're making anything inside this paint. That's what I consider in the paint. And to me, that's where Indiana is struggling. And the other teams are not. So it didn't. I don't think New York shot particularly well tonight. And Chicago just matched their energy. I'm sorry, they matched their energy. But like I said, Angel Reese is understanding her role. She is out hustling and out rebounding everybody, and she'll get her points. She'll get her points. I said earlier that I expect Angel Reese to get 10 to 15 points a night, but I want her to pull in like 9 to 10 rebounds a night, and that's exactly what she's doing. When Angel Reese gets comfortable, she should be able to average a double-double. She should be able to get 10 and 10 every night. 10 points, 10 rebounds. She'll have a couple of steals, a couple of blocks, stuff like that. But the big thing for her, get those rebounds and get your 10 to 15 points. On top of, you're going to have a couple of assists in there. Steals and passes, they got to turn into assists because that means they turn it into points. So, what would you say next, Daisy? On any other team, no, but I'm thinking they will be behind. So in order to stay close, she will have to make threes. Okay, I see what you're saying, and that makes sense. That is a valid point. I agree with that. But you look at the last game that they played, that lets you know that they can play defense, they can hang around, and when they are making shots. But I mean, I can say this about any team. When they're making shots, they're going to be hard to beat. I think let me go back to the box scores. Who won the rebounding award tonight? Chicago had 38 rebounds and 35. So that was even. How many free throws we got? 13 out of 20. 13 out of 20. Even game. 3-pointers was pretty much even. 7 for 19, 8 for 22. And field goal percentage, 30 for 69 and 35 for 75. So those extra 5 field goals, that made the difference. They had a few more 7 for 19 and 8 for 20. Nah, it was just they got more points on the board. They got more shots in. So it was a pretty even game statistically. And just Chicago kept with it, and kept chipping away. And every time New York would come back, Chicago would take it back over again. So they got Chicago got the winning formula, man. Now they're gonna have their ups and downs because New York is 4-1. New York's been playing well. Maybe they were just tired. Possibly. Because they gotta travel and all that kind of stuff. And that's the one thing from don't forget, y'all got these charter flights. Jet lag is a real issue. Jet lag ain't no joke. Depending on where you're going. So that might have something to do with it. I'm gonna have to switch glasses here for a minute. But good game tonight by Chicago, man. They was efficient. They were pulling down rebounds. And I noticed this because I meant to look for it and I saw it. Right? Now, this is where you can kind of get into this is T. Weatherspoon schooling Angel Reese on how to get it done. And also, not just Angel Reese, you look at just Chicago in general. And I would actually throw this on New York as well, but you look at how they get themselves in position to get rebounds. They are positioning themselves under the basket. The foundational stuff that we used to do as kids. You get under there, stick your butt out, and back them out. So when the ball comes up, you can jump up and get the ball. Fundamental basketball. And that's what they were doing. They were getting in position. Now, obviously, they missed some, and a couple times, maybe nobody was under the rim. Things like that happened. But for the most part, when it comes to rebounds, Chicago is very good, and them ladies getting themselves down in position to get a rebound. That is not something I see with Indiana, in my opinion. And even when they do get rebounds, they get lazy. Because they underneath the basket when they have position and then they don't secure the ball aggressively. Then they get lackadaisical, go and get the ball, and they get out hustled. I told you guys about that play I saw the other night when they had two. Why am I blanking, man? Getting old sucks. Indiana had a chance to. They should have got 3 rebounds in a row, and they got out hustled. And Seattle got off 3 shots because they got 2 rebounds by out hustling Indiana. And on that third shot, the girl hit the 3. And that was like, Boston, like, what are you doing? She grabbed the ball all lackadaisical, and then the other girl from Seattle came around and just snatched it from her hands. And it's like, you 6'5", and you are a big girl. You got some strength in you. But you can't play like that. That's what we call in football. We used to say, lift like Tarzan, play like Jane. I used to tell my kids when I coach basketball, as soon as you get that rebound, you throw them elbows out and you snatch it. Don't go get the ball, snatch it. Snatch the ball away. And that's what Chicago's doing. And it's paying dividends. Because New York is not a bad team, not whatsoever. That was their first loss tonight. So, good win tonight by Chicago. And they're going to keep it moving. Who or what is on the schedule for the next couple days? Because I've been streaming nonstop, I think, like almost every day this week. What's today, the 23rd? So let's see what's 21, 22, 23. Minnesota's still going, 40 seconds left. The Lynx have a 1-point lead. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's see if we can get into the box scores. Let's see what they're doing. See what my girl Alyssa Peely's doing if she's in playing. DeWanna Bonner, 18 points, man. Her and Alyssa Thomas, they getting it done. Brianna Jones, 19. Dejanay Carrington, she hasn't really had that great of a game, but she got 8 points. 3 for 9 from the field. 8 for 13, Brianna Jones. 5 for 13, 6 for 12, 50%. Brianna Jones is 61% from the floor. 3-pointers. Bonner's got 2 for 4 3-pointers. Bonham's got 2 for 4. So they're shooting pretty good as a team. Let's see what Minnesota doing. Nafisa Collier. Woof! Nafisa Collier, 30 points. She is on fire. Double-double. And she got 11 rebounds. Good Lord. Shooting 57% from the floor, 13 from 23. And this is all on the floor. This is all on the floor getting it done the hard way. She has no 3-pointers. Wow, that's impressive. 13 for 23 and 4 for 7 from the free throw line. 57% from the flow. No, I'm sorry, 56.5 field goal percentage, and that's 57.1 is her free throw percentage. 11 rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds, 4 assists. She only got 2 fouls, 4 steals, 4 turnovers, and 2 block shots. That's a complete game if I ever heard one. Courtney Williams with 19 points. Kayla McBride with 11 points. Alana Smith with 10 points. Damn. Minnesota is getting it done. Did old girl play? Don't look like it. Don't look like it. Let me see if I can get are the game charts working now? Yes. This is what I was trying to show the other day. And I love this graphic. I just love it. This is the hot spots where they get most of their points from. And look at where they are. In the paint. In the paint. Now, when you go back to the shot to the shot plots, again, look at all of this. Look at all of that. Look at all of this in the paint. And once again, Minnesota. Look at the mid-range shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 22 points mid-range shots. I guess you can consider this in the paint, so I'll consider that in the paint. Anything in the square. Okay, so that's a 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 points mid-range. And let's look at what Connecticut is doing. 4 points from mid-range. And they've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Maybe 11 shots. This is iffy, but I'll say 11 shots from mid-range. So everybody else is taking mid-range shots. So that's not a dig at Caitlin Clark when they say she should be able to, when Christy Side says she wants her to take more mid-range shots and not just set up for the 3. This is why. Because it converts to points. Ooh, overtime. Okay. First overtime. It's already down to 17 seconds. There you go. But yeah, man, this is a good game right here. I'm not sure how I need to read this yet. I'm not familiar with this one yet. But this is frequency, distance from the rim. Huh. I'm not familiar with this stat. Minnesota had a 13-point lead at one point. Connecticut, biggest lead was 7 points. Connecticut's got 11 points off the bench. See, I like these. Let me go back. Did they start yet? Shoot, I want to see the game now. Let me see if I can get the end of this. Hold on. Uh-oh. No, I can't do that. Nope. Can't do that. I'll be forgetting. Hold on. Let me switch that. I don't want to get a copyright strike again. That's what happened last time. All right, let's go here. Yeah, 17.4 seconds left. Connecticut is up by 1. I do not know who has the ball. Looks like Minnesota's in the bonus, so they are on the free throw line, perhaps. Let's see what's gonna happen. We can go. That's what I thought, Mark. How did that happen like so fast? It's like super quick. It's okay. Inbound by Minnesota. 17 seconds left. 1-point lead. Let's see if they get a playoff. All right. Clock's running. Minnesota got the ball. Oh, stop and pop mid-range shots, and she hits it. 13 seconds left. Good shot. And that was a mid-range shot. Ooh, she giving the gas. She giving the stank face, too. McBride just hit it. Stopped at the right side of the key. Pop. There you go. I wish more people would do that. Instead of trying to go all the way to the rim and trying to finger roll underneath, she stopped, got vertical, and pop, hit the jumper. 10-foot jumper. Boom. And then gave you the stank face. Now let's see if they can play some defense. Did she dress? I see her over there. I see Peely over there. Probably. Mark, were you watching the game on Amazon? Did you notice how, like, at least I noticed in the first half of the Chicago game, the broadcast was like 10 seconds delayed from what was actually happening on the court on the Amazon broadcast. I thought that was weird, and not for nothing, man. The Chicago or the New York broadcasters, at least the ones for Amazon, they lacked any type of energy tonight. It was kind of dull and just meh. I was like, y'all about to put me to sleep. Mark, I'm just seeing your question. I'm not gonna cover the Mercury game because I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna go live to about 10 o'clock, and then I'm probably gonna shut it down. So what? Who? Wow. Again, what the F is a foul in the WNBA? That was not a foul. That is ridiculous. She damn near went out of bounds. Wow. That, like, I don't know. This must be they must be getting directives to call it like this. That's, to me, that's the only way this would make sense. They must be getting, like, they must be telling them to do this, telling the refs to call, you got to call it like that. Because it is wildly inconsistent. And I just think it's wrong. They calling fouls on these women and they're not fouls. Sheesh. Good grief. Man, it's funny, man. Some of these girls, they eyelashes so long they can shoot free throws. Get a shot off. You got 6 seconds. There it is. Same shot. Oh. She missed it. She got the same shot on the right side of the key. It just didn't fall. She got the shot that she wanted, just didn't make it. They stole that one. Wow. They stole that one. What's up, great benefactor, with a 149 super chat, man? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. They stole that. Damn. They got the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall. Good game. Good game. That's a wrap. How did they end up? Stats. No, I want. Oh my God. Good Lord. This website sometimes, Lord have mercy. All right. Dejanay, she had 8 points, 19, 18. Bonner had another good game. She's balling. I believe she won the MVP like 3-4 years in a row, or 3 or 4 years back. Not in a row. I meant to say back. So she only had 3 rebounds though. 20 points is 20 points. 18 points, 7 rebounds for Alyssa Thomas. 19-6 for Brianna Jones. 8-3 for Dejanay Carrington. Tayasha Harris was 7-2. 6-5 for Rachel Bonham. Those are the only other ones of consequence. Nafisa Collier, wasted night, 31 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 block shots. Great night tonight. You just came up short at the wrong time. Alana Smith, 10-6, 10-7, I mean, 10.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Kayla McBride, 13 points. She needed 15. She was 13, 1-4. 1 rebound, 4 assists, 3 steals. Nice. So she had a good night, but she had 13 quality points. You just needed 15. What's up, Cody K? So that was a good ending to the game, man. So what's somebody was saying there's another game tonight. I'm not doing that one. I'm going to bed tonight. I mean, I ain't staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning again. So let me see. Who's this right now? Washington and Phoenix. They start at 10 o'clock. So Copper's playing for Phoenix. She's on the hot streak. Damn, I actually now kind of want to watch that game, man. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to bed early tonight. I was on the struggle bus today, so but we had fun last night. But now watch, I'm gonna be on here. I'll say I'm gonna stay up till 10, and then right around 10 o'clock, my numbers are gonna jump up. If the numbers jump up, if I end up with like 50, 60 people on YouTube, I'm gonna stay on it. Right now, I'm 215. My stats are I got 197 people on Twitter and 22 on YouTube. If you on Twitter, you know what it is, man. Come on over. Get us up on YouTube. And then get that subscribe in. And then if you want to go back to Twitter, go back to Twitter. Because I don't get any growth from Twitter. It's all coming from YouTube. So I like to use Twitter as a signpost, but I'm trying to figure out a good way to really get those people to come over from the tweet. So, but it's all good. And the reason why it's so dark in here is because I don't have my nano leaf lights on. Because they like this whole room perfectly, but they hot as Hades though. So I'm leaving that alone. So, but yeah, man, great benefactor. I appreciate you once again, brother. Thank you for the super chat. I'm working on something else, man, because I had people now that I'm established, what I would consider established on YouTube, and I'm like doing this like really like as a part-time job. Trying to build it to that point. But in any case, I've been seeing people that had, instead of doing like the super chats and stuff like that, they would put up their PayPal. I saw a couple of people and I was like, that looked kind of suspect to me. Did some reading up on it. And what I found out is when you do the super chats and stuff like that, YouTube takes like 50% of it. So the reason why people like will take the donations and what's the other one called? Buy me a coffee and stuff like that is because more of the money goes to you and not YouTube. So I thought that was interesting. Just, the more you know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. You know how we do. So I'm working on that. But the biggest thing I'm working on right now is API data feeds. If you don't know what that means, just imagine when you go to anybody in here that uses the betting apps, FanDuel and stuff like that. When you have that or you're watching that and you're getting all of the updated stats, and so you can see if your parlay hits and all of that kind of stuff, that's API data. Something they are getting information from a source, usually from the NFL, NBA, MLB, something like that. So if you are on site at a NFL game, you got people in the engineering booths or the trucks that sit behind the stadium with 8 million cameras inside the trailer. They're everybody's got a keyboard and everybody's just feeding data. Rushing yards, passing yards, sacks, all of that data. Somebody's in a truck feeding that information, and that gets loaded up to like these API data sites, and then the websites, the apps, sometimes overlays and just different things can pick information from that data, and through programming and coding, you can figure out how to put it on screen and stuff like that. That's why when you go to the betting houses and stuff like that, and you always see like a running ticker of stats and updates and all of that kind of stuff, they're pulling from a data source that is constantly updating like every 5 seconds. So what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out how to get that implementation to my overlay so I can get live data in football season. Matter of fact, I just sent what's up, Bob 316? Oh, dude, that's what's up. I gotta see this. NFL game stats information system. I'm gonna check that out. Definitely gonna check that out. Let me see. Let me get that on the other one. Thank you. Because I'm gonna go right to that site. Thank you. GSIS game systems. How come I never saw this before, man? Damn. I've never heard of this before, but I just started, getting into this. Do I have to sign up, or heck, I'm trying to go to the homepage. Is there a homepage? NFLGSIS.com. And then it takes you to username, password. I guess I just got to sign up and do it. Huh. Give it a shot. Appreciate that, man. I just sent a message tonight. There's a woman by the name of Tracy Perlman. She is the vice president of operations for NFL, the Legends. Whenever you see like me wearing this shirt that says Legends Community, that's just another way of saying NFL alumni. That's what they call it, the Legends. So she's the VP of operations for that. And she's I sent her an email tonight asking if alumni have access to any of the maybe like the NFL API sites. So yeah, this is good stuff, man. I appreciate this. Schedule, statistics. This is strictly NFL stuff? Yeah, game by game. Okay. Got you. And this will go on. This will give you live data during the season. If this will give you live data during the season, that's what's up, man. Matter of fact, let me bookmark this right now. Appreciate that, man. Bookmark this joker right now. I need all the help I can get. Yep, there we go. It's the same feed as what the stadiums get. Okay. Let me see if I can I'll look it up later. I always forget what the prompt is to get the HTML code on the computer, so I can, because I got a guy, I downloaded the app for OBS, and it's an API app, and it lets you pull what's it called, JMOS JMOS code, HTML code. You got to go in and find particular lines of code to pull that data stream out. And then OBS will keep checking that, whatever that information source, OBS can keep checking it. Like you set the limit. If you wanted to check every 5 seconds, it'll check every 5 seconds. So essentially, once you understand how to do this and implement it into your overlay, you can get live data feeds showing on my overlays, and that's what I want. So I want to be having, rushing stats and all of that kind of stuff. And I told you I'm trying to step my game up. So you got a 5-year-old to stomp the keyboard. Yeah, I feel you on that one. So yeah, man. I'm trying to. I appreciate the help, bro. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to step my game up, and I'm trying to find something that nobody else has. That's how I'm looking at it. And this, with what I know how to do with my graphics and 3D stuff, the goal is to have a whole new intro when the football season starts. Have some 3D effects and all of that kind of stuff. But it's a work in progress, man. It's definitely a learning curve. But once I get it done right, I can do that. So, it is what it is. I already know Photoshop and all that kind of stuff, so it should be easy for me. Let me see. So what else is going on? But yeah, man, I appreciate that, Bob. Definitely appreciate that. Got it locked and loaded, man. So figuring this stuff out, man. But next thing I got to do is figure out how to get all these people from Twitter on the YouTube, man. That's 197 people on Twitter. Like, how the hell do I signpost that many people back to YouTube? That's what I got to figure out. Very difficult. So, but once I figure it out, once I get it, I'm going to get it. So, but in any case, we're going to keep it rolling for a minute. Let me see. So, let me go back. Got on a tangent there for a minute, but let me go back. And I'm back, y'all. For you, Scott Fieldhouse. Let me see. Who's coming up this weekend? Let me see. Link. So we got. So Washington and Mercury play tonight at 10. I'm gonna miss that one. That's gonna start in a couple minutes. So Friday. Well, shoot, tomorrow. That's gonna be a good game. Indiana and LA. Cameron Brinks is playing good. Another one where she knows her role. I think she's a better shot blocker than Angel Reese, in my opinion. And the one good thing about Cameron Brink is Cameron Brink can get to the perimeter and shoot a 3. Angel Reese can't do that. So that makes Cameron Brink a little bit more dangerous. And she's a hell of a she is so long. Her wingspan is so long. And she's a pretty good jumper. I don't know if you've ever seen Cameron Brink, because she built like a runway model, 6'4", and she got all legs. But if you've ever looked at her legs, she has got some muscle definition in them quads. Do not get it twisted. So that girl can move around, and she's stronger than she looks. Because I know she's thin, but she's been doing some squats. Don't get it messed up, because she definitely has some definition in them quads, man. So, but she's been playing well. She's known to jump out on the perimeter and spot a 3 and hit it. So Angel Reese. I mean, you gotta say Caitlin Clark, because you're trying to see who's going to be Rookie of the Year. And I know they want Caitlin Clark to do it, but if Caitlin Clark can just clean up her turnovers, and if Indiana just wins a few games, it would look so much better. But they got some things to clean up. They got to make that points in the paint. They got to make that situation a hell of a lot better than what they've been doing. So, but they still got, they've had opportunities to win, and they can, in my opinion, they can win. They just got to put some things together. They definitely need some better play out of Aaliyah Boston. Her presence on the post has got to be better. So, and she needs to She's almost in the same situation as Caitlin Clark. She has to eliminate the misses. The difference is Caitlin Clark is a shooter, and you look around the league, everybody ain't hitting. Diana Taurasi had that game where she hit 7 threes, and then she hasn't really done anything close to that since. So, when shooters, when it goes bad, it goes bad. And the only way you can remedy that is to shoot your way out of it. When you're somebody that plays in the paint, you missing high percentage shots. You can't do that. You can't do that. On top of when she misses that, the defense gets the rebound and they go down the court to get on offense. She's still lumbering down the court. She's the slowest one on the floor. And that's going to cost Indiana in some defensive situations because she's slow to get back because the offense now has the power play. So they got some things. And Timmy Bentley, she can move. She run down the court like she running an 800-meter. So I don't know. I would imagine that Christy Sides has to change things up a bit. I don't understand why they're not playing Berger. Get her in the game. You got a 6-foot guard that can play. Get her in the game. If you worried about taking minutes from Caitlin Clark, that's what you get paid. That's why you get paid to make them decisions. Now, having said that, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity for, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this thing my wife just sent me. There is an opportunity for, I done lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? What was that? I can't remember what the hell I was saying. Lord have mercy. I would think I was saying something about there's an opportunity for her to get better in the paint and just score more. If that's what I was talking about. The analogy between her and Caitlin Clark missing shots, her being a shooter, and Aaliyah Boston playing in the paint. She just has to make all of the shots they missing in the paint. Just give me 3 to 5 more makes. 3 to 5 more makes. That's 6 to 10 points. That's a huge difference. If you only scoring 6 and now you got 10 or 16, that is a huge difference for your team. So, and also Aaliyah Boston needs to learn how to time her jumps. Yeah, just throw that in there. So, but they still have opportunities to win some games, and I think they can win some games. They just got to put it together. So, ain't no telling what Christy Side's going to do, because if they get to 10 games and they don't have no wins, then I believe Christy Sides is going to be on the hot seat. For sure. Definitely for sure. Let me read this to you because this kind of what got me sidetracked. My wife just sent me this. It says, in major change, college athletes set to be paid directly by the schools. Huh. So once again, the NCAA is trying to figure out how they can get their hands on the NIL money and prevent the kids from making money and not needing the NCAA. The NCAA is so relevant right now, it's not even funny. And it's their own fault. It's their own fault. I was out on the NCAA way back when they kicked Jeremy Bloom out of school. Jeremy Bloom was a special teams player for Colorado. He's one of the best return specialists in the country at that time. This was in, I want to say, the 90s, I guess it was. Hold on for a second. Jeremy Bloom, Colorado. He's only 42. Jeremy Bloom, what year was that? Colorado. So he played between 97 and 99. And he was one of the better return men in the country. I remember that. And then he was also an Olympic mogul skier. Mogul skiing is when they go over the humps in between the flags. But he was Olympic level. And he had endorsements to help raise money for his Olympic endeavors. And the NCAA came in and said he could not take money for the Olympics because it's against NCAA rules. So they made him choose between the Olympics and football. And once I remember seeing that story, and I was like, I'm out. The NCAA ain't nothing but a bunch of crooks. They want to get their hand in everybody else's money. Everybody else's money. So when all of this NIL stuff started happening, and all these kids started getting the money that they deserved, because don't get it twisted. How many number 5 jerseys did Reggie Bush sell, and how much money did he get for? That wasn't under the table. So what? They bought him an apartment. You know how much that apartment costs compared to how much he made that university, that college? The video games with number 5 on them in crimson and gold. You know exactly who that was. Name, image, likeness. And EA Sports didn't have to pay him a damn red cent. So they get what they get. NCAA, this is their own fault. They get what they get. And they trying to scrap, trying to stay relevant. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So they fault. They fault. So, but yeah, man, it's I want to see what's going to happen with this investigation for the Aces. Like, what are they being investigated for? This is the wrong look. And like, why would you investigate them? Are they taking money illegally? Are they getting money from the mob or something like that? What's the problem? If they have a endorsement in Vegas that maybe they got the opportunity that nobody else has, that's just the way the world works. Good for them. I'm sure people up in Connecticut can get some deals with the casinos up there. Wait till this team gets to Toronto. That was smart, by the way. Kathy Engelberg putting the WNBA city in Toronto. Toronto supports. So that was smart by her. I wasn't crazy about the Golden State Valkyries. You know, I guess they wanted some type of rivalry for the LA Sparks. I don't know, but that's what we got now. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out, how it shakes out. But we in a good spot. The WNBA is in a good spot. The NCAA ain't. But yeah, it's getting better. It's looking up. Angel Reese, not Angel Reese, but Caitlin Clark, even though they're losing, when they come to town, they done sold the tickets. They done made the revenue. Regardless of what Caitlin Clark does, they've made the revenue. So they looking pretty going into next year for their CBA re-up. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out. Because the biggest thing, man, screw the charter planes. How much are you gonna bump up the salaries? That's what I want to know. How much are you gonna bump up the salaries? Are these girls gonna be able to make over $100K a year? And then are they gonna do like the NFL does it? All right, we're gonna make this much this year. Then every year the salary cap's gonna go up. And the money that the women make, is that going to go up too? That's what they collectively bargain. The good thing is, and I'm using the NFL as an example, when you collectively bargain, it's like going for child support. You can ask for whatever you want, but when the judge lays it down and puts pen to paper, that's what it is. So it doesn't matter if you think you should be getting more money or whatever the situation is. Once you go to court, because I've seen a lot of people, baby mamas and baby daddies and things like that, and the parent gives more than they should. And then the other person gets kind of greedy, take them to court, and they end up getting less. Because now it says, I was giving you 1,000. Now the judge told me I only got to give you 500. I was willing to give you 1,000. Now I'm not. That is what the CBA is like. Once they agree to it, that's what it is. So if they agree to a bump in pay where the minimum salary is $100,000 per player. You can go up to whatever you want to go up to, but the minimum salary is $100,000. Now, what happens if they make a ton of money this year and they can afford to take you up to $150,000, almost $200,000 a year? Doesn't matter because they signed the CBA, and what they got to do is they got to wait around until the next collective bargaining agreement comes around. I guess I don't know what it is for the WNBA. Like is it still every 4 years? Is it every 2 years? What is it? For the NFL, it's a big deal when it's time for the CBA because you got representatives from every team and they are actively trying to make the situation better for the players. But you can't say that in all the leagues. So it'll be very interesting to see what Kathy Engelbert and the women of the WNBA do with this collective bargaining agreement, because this is going to determine how much they can get paid in a calendar year. We already know that, yes, they are underpaid, but it's not really being underpaid when you look at the money they were bringing in before Caitlin Clark. They really weren't bringing in a lot of money. And I know they try to spin it. The growth has been going on year after year after year. Yeah, but comparatively speaking, you've never had a year of growth that can compare to what you get this year. This is like you hit the jackpot with Caitlin Clark. The recipe was perfect. The perfect storm. The perfect storm. And they cashing in on it, and they should. Kathy Engelbert has a plan. She knows what she wants to do, and she's trying to set them up for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So good for her. Good for them. They just got to keep playing ball. And I'm hoping Caitlin Clark has the opportunity to turn it around. And, I still think she's going to get hot one game and drop 30 on somebody. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Somebody's got to get hot at some particular time. And I think her time is coming. So keep the turnovers down. When you run the inbound play, make sure you catch the ball before you do anything else. I saw one person on Facebook saying that was a bad pass. I said, sir, we'll agree to disagree. That was not a bad pass. Hit it right in the hands. So, and I watched it slow motion. So I know I'm not wrong. So you can say it was a bad pass if you want to, but nah. But all right, man, I'm going to get up out of here. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to keep the scoreboard up for this late game. And keep it moving, man. So I'm going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for joining in. Bow 316, Cody K, the great benefactor, man. Thank you again for that super chat. Mark C, Daisy, I gotta give you a wrench, Daisy. Since you was the only female in the group tonight, I gotta get that because I don't want you to be a stranger. So hold on. This is not. Hold on. There we go. So Daisy, you're going to be my first female wrench. And I appreciate your support. And there you have it. So South Jersey D, what's going on, dude? What's going on? What did I tell you? 10 o'clock will roll around and all of a sudden my numbers jump up. So, but yeah, I'm gonna shut it down, man. I gotta get some sleep. I ain't trying to be on the struggle bus tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. I appreciate it. Good games tonight, and we'll keep it going tomorrow sometime. So let's keep it moving eventually. Check out my go on the site and check out my Brazilian beach bikini inspired Eagle schedule. Let me know what you think. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all be safe. God bless. And I will see you in the next one. Go Birds. Peace.